Hello YouTube, this is Salam. In this video I'm going to tell you everything I know about the skid steer quick attach system, my tractor equipped with it. I built two attachments, a pallet fork and a grapple with hydraulic jaws to fit this system, and it fitted perfectly, both of them. This video, or the reason for this video, to save you some trouble if you build your own attachment, so you build it universal and it will fit any skid steer quick attach like this setup over here. My understanding, Bobcat invented this setup and they called it the BobTac. The patent expired in the mid-90s, I believe, and all the companies got together and they decided to standardize the system. So if you buy a tractor or a skid steer, any attachment that you could buy that designed for this system should fit it. However, from my experience, I visited several dealers for equipment like this, and I discovered there is little bit differences in dimension. So if you have a tractor like this one or any other tractor, and you build attachment tight fit to go on this system, in the future, you upgrade the tractor or the skid steer, that this attachment that you built may not fit the quick attach system that you have. I will take the camera closer and I'll explain to you about these dimensional differences. I repaired this setup a few years ago. I had a little bit incident with the tractor. This side came loose and it got twisted. This pipe, or the original pipe, was twisted real bad. There is a Mahindra dealer close by. I went over there and took some measurement, and I put this back to Mahindra specs. And I also fixed the pin back then. They were tight to operate. Now they smooth. I took measurement from several tractors equipped with this system and skid steers. And I discovered there is little bit variance in dimension. For example, this dimension over here on the attachment that you built, it needs to be a minimum of 45 inches, the inside dimension. Because the tractors or skid steers, they vary little bit. I see them anywhere between 44 inches and 44.5 inches. Also, this dimension, the minimum, it needs to be from the point where these two sides meet to where this over here meet this surface. It needs to be 16 inches. On this tractor, it's 15 3/4. So in the future, if I buy a tractor or a skid steer, and if I build the attachment tight fit to this one, and the new tractor or a new skid steer measure 15 7/8, so the attachment I made will not fit it. Also, center pin to center pin, if you read documents online, some of them show it need to be 31 inches, some of them show it need to be 32 inches. On this tractor, it measures 33 3/8 inch. I'll take the camera to the side and I will provide you the dimensions over here for the angles, and then I'll take the camera and I'll show you a few things on the bucket. The angle at the top, it measures 45 degrees, and the angle at the bottom, it measures 120 degrees. The pin diameter is 1.25 inches and it's tapered. It could actually lock the attachment anywhere from 1/2 inch to 1.75 inches. The document or the standard is supposed to be 1.5 inches from this surface. So you will have no problem locking the pin because there is spring over here, and if you build it tighter than 1.5 inches, you may have a problem locking the pin in place. The attachment companies, they consider the variance from center pin to center pin, so the pins will drop here and will lock. That's why they put slots. This one over here, it could support, it measures 27.5 plus 1.25 inches from center pin to center pin. So this could support a minimum center pin to center pin 28 3/4. The outside dimension, is 35.5 inch minus inch and a quarter. This could support 34.25 inch center pin to center pin. These over here, these small slots, Case came up with a few tractors. The quick attach system for them, it's 36 inches from outside to outside, and center pin is 21 inches. When I build my ballot forks, I brought the flat stock over here, center it, and I took measurement and I cut mine a little bit wider than this. I'm going to provide you with a picture for the measurement for the skid steer quick attach system. Please verify it before you build your own attachment, just in case something changed and I'm not aware of it. I'm going to show the dimension in inches first, and then I will show them in millimeter. I used window paint program to make all the drawings. The CAD program that I have, the number doesn't look right, and I thought I try my best to show them big, so if somebody takes screenshot in case they want to build their own attachment. I'm starting over here with the bottom flat stock, the one that support the lock-in pin. You could use any flat stock from 2 inches to 3 inches, 3/8 thick to 1/2 inch thick. I suggest to use 3 inches wide by 1/2 inch thick, because after you make these cuts, this will weaken the flat bar over here. The depth of these cuts, I seen them anywhere from 1.25 to 1.5 inches. I found out 1.5 inches will give you a better result, and the lock-in pins will go easy. These dimensions to ensure this attachment will lock on any center pin to center pin. If you have the skid steer standard quick attach from 29 inches to 35 inches, and if you have case tractor setup, it will support center pin to center pin anywhere from 19.75 to 22.5 inches. The minimum dimension need to be 45 inches to ensure the skid steer quick attach will fit easy on your attachment. If you're not familiar with the decimal point, this is 18.5 inches, 2 5/8 inch, 4 1/4, 4 3/8, 1.5 inch, and 27 3/4 inch. This is a side view of the attachment. This is a flat stock. I showed the dimension of it in the previous clip. You need to weld it at 120 degrees to the attachment. The top flat stock, you need to weld it at 45 degrees. You need to make sure the distance from here to here doesn't exceed 1.5 inches, as this will be in the way of the lock-in pin handle. I used 2 inch by 1/2 inch flat stock, and as you see, I welded it on the top of this vertical piece, and this ensured that I have measurement less than 1.5 inches over here. From this point to this point over here, if you draw a straight line from this 3 inch flat stock, you need to make sure you have a minimum of 16 inches. I highly suggest to make this measurement 16 inch and 1/32 of inch to make sure perfect fitment of any skid steer quick attach system. This is a back view of the complete attachment, and this over here is a side cut of this. This is the top flat stock, and this over here the bottom flat stock with the cuts. You need to make sure the inside dimension is a minimum of 45 inches. On my tractor, the way they build it, the top part measure 45 inches from inside to inside, and the bottom flat stock, it measure 46.5. I find this unnecessary. If you build everything a minimum of 45 inches from inside to inside, you could square it easy and you could weld it easy. The following pictures will show the dimensions in millimeter. This one over here, you could make the measurement 407 millimeter or 408 millimeter, and the quick attachment will fit easy. And this over here, the back view in millimeter. I hope you find this video informative. If you like it, please subscribe and like. I appreciate your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Take care.